Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. In this video, we are going to discuss an entire RC passage with a perfect technique and to ensure 100% accuracy in reading comprehension. Now guys, when it comes to reading comprehension, all of us know the importance of reading comprehension in the CAT examination. 24 questions if you consider the older pattern and 18 questions if you consider the later pattern, or the 2020 pattern. You will understand that 75%, almost 75% of your entire VARC section is based or is spearheaded by the RC section. So the more the passages we try, the better. The major concern that comes in when students are working out reading comprehension questions is time. How do you manage the time? How do we retain the information? How do we make sure that our answer options are right? दो option हमेशा eliminate हो जाते हैं यार, पर ये दो options में हमेशा हम अटक जाते हैं. So guys, that is why this particular video and a lot of other videos, what we'll do is we'll try on a regular basis to solve as many RC passages as possible, ताकि आप लोग को भी strategy समझ में आ जाए, and you can also start implementing the same techniques which I'm using in your sessions, because most of you do tell me कि मैम जब आप solve करते हो तो easy लगता है, जब हम करते हैं तो difficult लगता है. So guys, don't worry, जैसे मैं solve करती हूँ कुछ ही दिनों में आप भी वैसे solve करने लग जाओगे. So let's begin. Okay, let's start the session. So guys, before we start off, I want all of you to subscribe to the group, join the Telegram channel guys, unacademy_Ritu Dudoria, for your complete preparation of the VARC section. So guys, आपको बस it's a public discussion group. Just go to Telegram and enter unacademy_Ritu Dudoria and you will be able to join it. I want every one of you to use the code RITUMBA in order to unlock the free plan for your special classes, for your tests, quizzes and other free products. Download the Unacademy learning app, enter the code RITUMBA. प्लस का सब्सक्रिप्शन लेते वक्त भी गाइस मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप सबके सब ऋतु MBA कोड अप्लाई करो और जल्दी से प्लस का सब्सक्रिप्शन लो. Because guys, अगर आप देखो तो there are batches which are starting almost every other day. There's an exclusive weekday batch, there is an ultimate weekend batch, there is a master weekday batch. जो भी आपकी टाइमिंग्स हो, जो भी आपका मिक्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस हो which you want, जो भी एजुकेटर से आप पढ़ना चाहो गाइस, there is complete flexibility. It's like आपको एक कॉलेज में एडमिशन मिल गया है और आप किसी भी एजुकेटर के किसी भी सब्जेक्ट के किसी भी क्लास में बैठ सकते हो. तो एक बार अपने कैट अनअकैडमी प्लस का सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लिया, आप जो चाहे बैच में एनरोल कर सकते हो, जितने सारे कोर्सेज ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, मल्टीपल बैचेस अटेंड कर सकते हो, अनगिनत एजुकेटर से सीख सकते हो, लाइव सेशंस अटेंड कर सकते हो, उनके रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस अटेंड कर सकते हो. So guys, tests, mock, sectional, strategy sessions, there's no limit to your learning. और इसके साथ साथ आइकॉनिक सब्सक्रिप्शन भी है. आइकॉनिक सब्सक्रिप्शन में आपको पर्सनल मेंटर का बेनिफिट मिलता है. सो गाइज, इससे पहले कि प्राइस हाइक हो जाए, बिकॉज द न्यू प्राइजेस आर गोइंग टू बी इफेक्टिव 14th April. So 14th April से पहले I want everyone to take the plus subscription, because now what you're getting at these prices, soon guys it will be, there will be a price hike. So price hike से पहले please make sure that all of you take the subscription using the code RITUMBA. Done guys? Come on, now let's begin with our session. So guys, today I've got for you, मतलब ये passage है, ये passage थोड़ा सा, it's down the economic lines. This passage, जो finance और economic section होता है उससे related है. It has international affairs in it, it has globalization के बारे में है, and it's a काफी technical passage. Now when I say it's a technical passage guys, there are a lot of jargons which are used, and if I may say so, it is a very dry passage. It's one of those passages जिसमें इतना unless and until आपको इस subject में बहुत ज़्यादा interest है, आपको इस passage में interest नहीं आएगा. It's not a day-to-day life passage. It's a very dry economic related passage. Okay, so now how do you, lot of you might not have that background in economics, lot of you may not have studied it, you don't read much about it, but guys, it becomes very important for us to expose ourselves to different genres, and that's what even my aim is going to be. Now स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होनी चाहिए? पैसेज आपके स्क्रीन पर है गाइस, लंबा पैसेज है. अगर आप देखो 4 पैराग्राफ्स का पैसेज है, राउंड अबाउट बिटवीन 600 to 800 वर्ड्स का ये पैसेज है. नाउ पैसेज को आंसर करने से पहले, बिफोर यू हेड ऑन टू द पैसेज, I want every single one of you, even in the examination, to have a look at the questions. Now, why do you have a look at the questions? One common misinterpretation that students have is we have to have a look at the questions in order to memorize the keywords. so that when we go to the passage we'll remember कि ठीक है ये keywords है, इन पे questions आए थे तो चलो. No, the concern or the reason why you have to go look at the questions first is to categorize the questions. Categorization of the questions is very important guys, और ये categorization इसीलिए ज़रूरी है so that you can match the category of questions, and you can with the right strategy that you should adopt to read the passage. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपको पता चले कि सारे क्वेश्चंस जो है वो डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस है, अब ये कैटेगरीज क्या है क्वेश्चंस के वो हमने हमारे क्लासेस में भी डिस्कस किए हैं. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू फाइंड आउट दैट ऑल द क्वेश्चंस आर डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस व्हिच इज वेरी रेयर इन द कैट एग्जामिनेशन, देन यू विल मैच विद द स्ट्रेटजी ऑफ रिवर्स रीडिंग. आप क्वेश्चन देख के आंसर ढूंढोगे. इफ यू फाइंड आउट दैट द क्वेश्चंस आर ऑल ओवरऑल इन्फ्रेंस बेस्ड, जैसे सेंट्रल आइडिया क्या है, टोन क्या है, स्टाइल क्या है, ओवरऑल इन्फ्रेंस बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस में हम क्या करेंगे, हम स्किमिंग एंड स्कैनिंग करेंगे विद एम्फेसिस ऑन द फर्स्ट एंड द लास्ट लाइन ऑफ एवरी फर्स्ट एंड द लास्ट लाइन ऑफ एवरी पैराग्राफ. आप क्वेश्चंस को देखते हो और आपको रियलाइज होता है कि ये स्पेसिफिक है. फॉर एग्जांपल वन क्वेश्चन टॉक्स अबाउट पैरा 1, वन क्वेश्चन सेज पैरा 2, वन क्वेश्चन सेज लास्ट पैरा, जो हमने कल भी किया था. So then you can understand that okay, I'm going to do the sectional reading strategy. So the best guys, RC में the difference between a novice, the difference between an amateur, and the difference between 99 and 100 percentiler is your strategy that you adopt. Okay, so now let's become smarter guys, and let's understand what is the strategy that we have to adopt here. All of the following can be inferred to be examples of barriers as discussed in the passage, except it's an exception question. Now guys, all of the following can be inferred. Inferred मतलब ये definitely CR question है, इसीलिए critical reasoning का बहुत ज़्यादा importance हो जाता है. But as discussed in the passage, so the passage may have talked about barriers, and जो passage में concept है barriers का, उसके basis पे हमको थोड़ा सा analyze करके देखना पड़ेगा कि which of these may not be an example. So I can say that this is a specific inference based question. It's specific to barriers, and it's definitely an inference based question. Which of the following statements does not serve as an example of the phenomenon of contagion mentioned? Again, ये भी specific question है, contagion से related है, और ये भी inference based question है. Which of the following best summarizes the concept of globalization? Summary based on the passage is talking about the concept of globalization, उसका summary public policy के context में. So I can say this is more or less an overall inference based question, मतलब पूरा का पूरा passage का knowledge लेकर हमको summary draw करना है. In the last paragraph of the passage, the author's objective is to, what does the author want to do? The author's purpose. Last paragraph, again a specific inference question. So you see the focus is on the last paragraph, summary of the overall passage, contagion word पे focus है, barriers word पे focus है. So now the best strategy that we will do over here is we are going to skim and scan. Now बहुत सारे students के mind में misinterpretation है कि skim and scan करेंगे तो बहुत dangerous होगा. Traditional reading करना चाहिए, हर एक line को ठीक से पढ़ना चाहिए. Now guys, my question to all of you is, हर एक line को आप पढ़ोगे, कितना time लगेगा आपको? You will take 6 minutes, 7 minutes. The biggest reason, the most dominant reason कि लोगों को RC में accuracy नहीं आती है because they spend more time on the passage. They end up spending 6-7 minutes reading the passage and जल्दबाजी में only 3 minutes answering the question. This is the reason why you go wrong. It should be the other way around. You should spend 3 minutes on reading the passage and 6 to 7 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes on probably answering the questions, depending upon the number of questions there is. Less time on the passage. Then a lot of you have told me, you've acquainted me with the millennial lingo, and you've told me, ma'am, हमको FOMO हो जाता है, fear of missing out. Now you feel that अरे ये detail छूट जाएगा passage में, इस पे question आ गया. तो guys, but passage तो आपके सामने ही है ना. अगर आप questions पे आओगे, when you come to the questions and you realize that there is a certain point which you hadn't read in the passage, and there's a question on that point, don't be scared. The passage is right in front of you. आपके बगल, question के बगल में ही होगा, आप जाके पढ़ लेना. So there should not be a fear of missing out, because you're not missing out on anything. It's right in front of you. The purpose of reading the passage is to gauge or to find out what is the overall idea of the passage. Now let us see, guys, how exactly do you skim and scan? Now let's start with this. So passage 1 on your screen. Okay, globalization is a process that has been in some sense constrained by the authority of nation states, particularly in the 20th century. It may be useful to touch upon. So this passage is about globalization. The role of public policy of nation states in the context of globalization. Each nation state perceived that it was in its collective self-interest to promote or restrict involvement with citizens. या तो वो promote करते हैं या तो वो restrict करते हैं involvement with citizens of other nations, connect with the citizens of other nations. Development in technology enabled and accelerated movements of goods. Okay. वो लोग restrictions लगाने लग गए. Is presumed to restrict its citizens' involvement with other nations when collective self-interest in mind. अगर nation के collective हित में है तो वो लोग restrict कर देते हैं your involvement with other nation states. But it's not easy to define what is collective self-interest. Okay. In the context of public policy relating to globalization, a critical issue is the trade-off between तो individual freedom या collective self-interest के बीच में हमेशा trade-off चलता रहता है. The burden of proof lies with the individual. Okay, so guys, आपको इतना technical जाने का जरूरत नहीं है. All we've understood is the passage talks about globalization, talks about it in the context of public policy. या तो वो लोग promote करते हैं globalization या तो वो लोग restrict करते हैं. अभी वो लोग काफी restrict कर रहे हैं globalization और involvement with other nation states because of collective self-interest, which is difficult to identify. Now this is at the public policy के बात में बात कर रहे हैं. At the conceptual level, the distinction can be made between technology enabled globalization and public policy induced restrictions or easing of restrictions. Globalization has several dimensions, fundamental factors, technology, initial state, public policy. अगर आपको ये सब नहीं समझ में आता है तो don't worry. You all know, you just remember guys कि ये बात कर रहा है globalization के dimensions क्या है and what are the different aspects which are involved in cross-border integration. Okay, last line पढ़ लेना. Broadly speaking, economic integration involves 3 channels. Okay, movement of people, goods और capital. अगर question आया इसके basis पे हमको पता होगा second para talks about it. I don't want to get into the details of it क्योंकि मेरे को इतना याद नहीं रहने वाला है. Very dry, I don't understand it. चलो ये suppose आपका perspective हो. With regard to the movement of people, the most notable achievement is the freedom granted to many. From the tyranny or the dictatorship of being restricted to a place वगैरह. So freedom of movement है. Fine. Regard to trade across 2 types of barriers. अब यहाँ पे हमको थोड़ा सा चौकन्ना होना है because the passage talks about barriers. Barriers क्या है? Natural barriers है. Barriers due to natural formations और artificial barriers है due to economic policies. Multilateral trade agreements are encouraging reduction in such artificial barriers. Development in technology also making it difficult for national authorities to enforce artificial barriers. तो यहाँ पे natural barriers और artificial barriers के बारे में है. ठीक है, barriers के बारे में question होगा, आके देख लेंगे. The third dimension relates to capital movement. ठीक है, movement of people है, movement of goods है और movement of capital है. Some special characteristics of capital flows. ठीक है, ये पूरा capital flow के बारे में यहाँ पे contagion आ गया. The phenomenon of what is described as contagion, which implies the risk of a country being affected by the developments totally outside its political ambit, although the domestic policy may to some extent influence the degree of vulnerability. Contagion जब हम लोग contagious disease बोलते हैं जो फैलता है. So this basically says that the risk of a country being affected by developments. किसी और कंट्री में कुछ हो रहा है, आपको भी वो इफेक्ट करा जा रहा है. ठीक है, कंटेजियन समझ में आ गया. क्वेश्चन होगा, नहीं समझ में आया तो आके देख लेंगे. बस स्किम और स्कैन करते जाओ. 2 to 3 minutes में just see what are the key words, what does each paragraph talk about. Cross-border flow of capital have wider macroeconomic implications. Exchange rate, which directly affects the costs involved in the movement of people as well as goods and services. Conduct of monetary policies. Okay, so it's talking about the macroeconomic implications of cross-border flow of capital. तो हमने क्या किया skimming और scanning में? हमने बस पता लगा लिया है कि each paragraph का purpose क्या है. First para talks about public policy. Second para talks about the dimensions and the aspects of globalization. Third para talks about the movement of goods, people and capital movement and barrier भी है और next para में contagion है. Last paragraph में macroeconomic implication है. बस हमने role जान लिया है हर एक statement का. अब onus है question पे, burden है question पे, option elimination पे, पूरा भार होगा whether you get the questions right or not. Okay. So come on guys, let's have a look at the first question and let's see if you're able to answer this or not. Okay, so the first question is on your screen everyone. Let's see if you're able to answer this question. Now, the first question is, it states that all of the following can be inferred to be Examples of barriers, either natural or artificial, as discussed in the passage except. So guys, ये जो question है वो exception question है, right? So it's an exception question. So let's focus on this question, guys, and let's see how best can we answer this question. Okay, let's see how best can we answer this question, right? The US has imposed tariffs on Chinese goods to encourage. अब आपको दिख रहा होगा कि ये पूरा का पूरा question, guys, it's a parallel reasoning question. Why is it a parallel reasoning question? ये सारे options जो है question में तो mentioned है नहीं. Okay, so passage में तो mentioned है नहीं. We are using an idea of the passage and we are applying this here. The US has imposed tariffs on Chinese goods in order to encourage local consumers. ये एक तरह का barrier है ना, barrier to the for China. Preventing it from, entering or trading or selling in the United States. The US tightened its immigration laws, because of which Indians who work in software industry cannot migrate to the US. The government of India has closed several loopholes in their data localization laws, making it difficult for e-commerce vendors to obtain permission for saving personal information in international servers. Amazonian forests, though a primary source of Chile's main export of timber wood, act as a hindrance for transporting the wood to Mexico. Now, ये definitely एक barrier है. Tariffs are definitely a barrier जो prevent करता है China के goods from coming to US. This is definitely a barrier क्योंकि you're preventing Indians from working in US. So it's a barrier for the movement of people. The Amazonian forests acts as a hindrance. Hindrance मतलब क्या? Barrier. Now, if you look at option C, guys, अगर हम C को ध्यान से देखेंगे, it says making it difficult for e-commerce vendors to obtain permission for saving personal information. This is not barrier to trade. This is more like a privacy law. ताकि आप ये this is concerned more with privacy or security. So it's ये थोड़ा सा हम ये नहीं बोल सकते कि it's a barrier to the movement of people या barrier to the movement of goods या barrier to the movement of capital. This becomes, or this is more or less, it's more concerned with barriers in terms of, barrier भी नहीं बोल सकते. This is more in concern of privacy या security से related है. So guys, exception हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? Odd one out हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? Our answer option will become C. Clear, guys? I hope all of you have understood this. Which of the following statements does not serve? Guys, question को ध्यान से पढ़ा करो. Does not serve as an example of contagion. Now, contagion का मतलब क्या था passage में? See, all you have to do is get to know the author's opinion. FOMO हो रहा है. अगर if you feel that अरे याद नहीं तो passage देख लो वापस. What is contagion? The risk of a country being affected by the developments which is totally outside. मतलब आपके internal affairs से नहीं है, पर कहीं और हो रहा है और आपको affect कर रहा है. So it's a risk of a country being affected by developments. Okay, now let's see this. The Chinese government decides to print new money to the tune of $1 billion for circulation, which would in turn impact the US dollar rate. जो चाइना कर रहा है उसका impact US में हो रहा है. Contagion. किसी और से आपके कंट्री में फैल रहा है. Contagion. The UN Security Council, of which France is a part, decides how much shipment of arms should enter and leave France. Now guys, how is this contagion? UN Security Council, France उसका part है. France is a part of the UN Security Council. So contagion का मतलब तो ये है ना कि A को अगर बुखार हुआ है तो उसने B को फैला दिया. चाइना में अगर कुछ हो रहा है उसने यूएस में इफेक्ट फैला दिया. पर यहाँ तो यूएन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल है जिसका फ्रांस खुद ही पार्ट है. ओके, लेट्स सी. अभी तक तो ये थोड़ा सा ओके. लेट्स सी. Pakistan decides to build a chemical plant and dumps industrial waste into a river which flows into India. Pakistan chemical plant dumps industrial waste water. पाकिस्तान में कुछ हो रहा है जिसका नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट इंडिया फेस कर रहा है. Contagion. The ongoing scientific expedition in Antarctica causes a sharp rise in temperature at the South Pole, which affects Australia. So जो Antarctica में हो रहा है वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया को इफेक्ट कर रहा है. Contagion. So what is your answer option? D, B और A are examples of contagion. जो छूने से जो फैल रहा है. मतलब आपने वायरस खुद जाके इनकाउंटर नहीं किया होगा, पर किसी ने आपको ट्रांसमिट कर दिया. तो आपने खुद कुछ पॉलिसीज ऐसे नहीं बनाए होंगे, आपने खुद कुछ नहीं किया होगा, पर दूसरे कंट्री का इम्पैक्ट आपके कंट्री पे आ रहा है. So which of these is not an example of contagion? Sorry, A contagion है, C contagion है, D contagion है, B जो है, it is not an example of contagion. So what is your answer option? Your answer option is going to be B. Good guys, I hope all of you are understanding this. Come on, more time on the questions. Summarizes the concept of globalization. Globalization refers to the movement of people, correct, goods and services, correct, between nation states, regulated by public policy which may curb or restrict individual freedom, keeping the citizens collective interest in mind. Basically हमको यहाँ पे first para का summary चाहिए. अब देखो, globalization, see the difference between the options. Involves the movement of people same, goods and services same, between nation states same, is hindered by the authority of nation states which restrict involvement of its citizens with citizens of other nation states. Okay, यहाँ पे collective self interest का point है जो यहाँ पे नहीं है. Globalization is the process of people, goods and services moving from one nation state and another, causes the critical issue of the trade-off between individual freedom and collective self-interest in the context of public policy. It causes, globalization causes the trade-off. ठीक है. Globalization allows for intermingling of goods, services and people. It's obstructed by public policy which looks for collective self-interest at the expense of individual freedom. ठीक है. Now guys, let's see एक बार first paragraph पे जाके देखते हैं और let's understand this. Okay, now let's see guys, first paragraph में हमने जाके देखा. Okay, globalization is a process, fine, nation states के बीच में people, goods and services का movement होता है. Now I want you to look at the last 3 or 4 lines in detail. Okay, it is not easy to define what a nation state is presumed to restrict its citizens' involvement with other nation states with only their collective self-interest in mind. It is not easy to define what is self-interest. Okay, in the context of public policy, a critical issue is ये नहीं दिया है कहीं पे भी, it causes the critical issue, ये नहीं दिया है, is the trade-off between individual freedom and collective self-interest. ठीक है. अब guys हमको जो है थोड़ा सा ऑप्शंस को ध्यान से एलिमिनेट करना पड़ेगा हमको. 1 मिनट. चलो अब थोड़ा सा गाइज यही होता है, ऑप्शंस बहुत क्लोज है, दे वेरी वेरी क्लोज टू ईच अदर. लेट्स सी हाउ डू वी एलिमिनेट दिस. ओके, नाउ globalization refers to the movement of people regulated by public policy क्योंकि it's in the context of public policy which may curb individual freedom. Okay, sorry, which may curb individual freedom keeping the citizens' collective interest in mind. Correct. Involves the movement of people, goods and services, is hindered by the authority of the nation states which restrict involvement of its citizens with citizens. But क्यों collective self interest का यहाँ पे point नहीं है. I can say this option is going to be incomplete. Okay, ये option जो है हमारा incomplete हो जाता है. It is a process of people, goods and services moving between one nation state and another and causes the critical issue. Globalization does not cause the critical issue. It does not cause the critical issue. So C निकल जाएगा because यहाँ पे distortion है, यहाँ पे जो meaning है उसको तोड़ा गया, तोड़ मरोड़ा गया है. It allows for the intermingling of goods, services and people between nation states and is obstructed by public policy which looks for collective self-interest at the expense of. No, it's not at the expense of individual free. Basically collective self-interest को mind में रखते हैं जिसके कारण कभी कभी it may restrict your individual, but you cannot say it's always at the expense of individual freedom कि individual freedom को ध्यान ही नहीं दिया जाता, सिर्फ collective interest पे ध्यान दिया जाता है. So यहाँ पर भी है जो it becomes really negative in tone and it's again I can say that it's a distortion. तो यहाँ पे हमारा answer option क्या होगा? Our answer option is going to be A. Come on, let's go to the next one. Last question guys. What is the author's objective? Emphasize that the phenomenon of contagion is brought forward by. Guys, does the last para talk about contagion? No. It talks about macroeconomic implications. Macroeconomic. So A निकाल देंगे. Cross-border flow of capital impact macroeconomic elements. Points that exchange rate directly affects. ठीक है, exchange rate. Some of the macro exemplify मतलब examples देना. Okay, now let's see this. Let's see the last para. Cross-border flow of capital, macroeconomic implications, particularly in terms of exchange rate, which directly affects the costs involved in the movement of people as well as goods and services. also in terms of the conduct of monetary policy and efficiency. But guys, this is examples, तो यहाँ पे है नहीं, examples तो यहाँ पे है नहीं, so we can eliminate this option. And this is outside the policy, it's not outside the policy, so D निकाल देंगे. Now let's compare these. Drive home the point that exchange rates directly affect the costs of globalization and impact other macroeconomic elements. Which are the other macroeconomic elements? ठीक है, but guys अगर आप passage को clearly देखो, cross border flow of capital have wider macroeconomic implications, particularly in terms of exchange rate, which directly affect the costs involved in the movement of people. तो cost दिया है, and in terms of the conduct, okay, and in terms of the conduct, तो वो भी दिया है. Now ये जो है other macroeconomic elements कहाँ है, which are the other, and especially exchange rate दिया है, मतलब the major focus is not exchange rate, particularly exchange rate दिया है. So what is your answer option? Your answer option is going to be B. तो guys हमने सारे questions अच्छे से answer कर लिए. The reason is because the strategy was right. अगर आप 6 से 7 मिनट पैसेज को रीड करते, was the second para even that important? No. Was it very, ये सब लाइंस गाइस, इस पे कोई भी क्वेश्चंस आया नहीं आया? सो इसीलिए नेचर ऑफ क्वेश्चन जज करना. अगर ओवरऑल इन्फ्लुएंस है ही और आपको पता है कि इन लाइंस पे कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है, तो आप पढ़ोगे क्यों? लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम स्टूडेंट्स टेल मी, मैम आपको कैसे पता रहता है कि यही लाइन पढ़े, ये लाइन नहीं पढ़े? गाइस मेरे को क्वेश्चन देख के पता चला ना, बैरियर्स पे क्वेश्चन है, कंटेजियन पे क्वेश्चन है, लास्ट पैरा पे क्वेश्चन है, और फर्स्ट पैरा पब्लिक पॉलिसी पे क्वेश्चन है. तो मैं क्यों ध्यान दूं सेकंड पैरा पे, मैं क्यों ध्यान दूं हर एक एलिमेंट पे? टिल आई नो व्हाट द ऑप्शंस आस्क मी टू डू, व्हाई डू आई फ्रेम माय ओन ओपिनियंस? So it's very important to follow the right strategy guys for RC, which I want every single one of you to start implementing. Watch out the space for more RC videos and RC shorts guys. हम लोग हमारे daily live sessions में भी RC करते हैं और करते रहेंगे. All of you have to guys up your game when it comes to reading comprehension, but उसके लिए important है कि आप लोग सब plus का subscription लो using the code Ritu MBA. The new prices are effective 14th April guys. उससे पहले every single one of you should take the subscription. Iconic subscription low, where you get trained by personal mentors. There's test analysis and report. There is preparation for OMETs. All the benefits of Plus included. Your face is going to be or should be on this wall. Ask a doubt feature use करो. कोई भी डाउट है guys, उसका screenshot लो, ऐप पे अपलोड करो, आपको real time solution मिल जाएगा. इतने सारे फीचर्स है गाइज. यू हैव फ्री लाइव स्पेशल क्लासेस, यू हैव क्विजेस, यू हैव सेक्शनल्स, यू हैव मॉक्स, ये सब फ्री है. उसके बाद गाइज प्लस का लेंगे, आपको डायरेक्ट कितने सारे बेनिफिट्स मिलते हैं. आस्क अ डाउट फीचर, लाइव सेशंस, रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस, स्ट्रैटेजी सेशंस, वर्कशॉप्स, कंप्लीट बैचेस, स्टार्ट टू फिनिश प्रिपरेशन. What are you waiting for? I want all of you to take the Plus subscription and use the code Ritu MBA. अनअकैडमी कॉम्बैट 2 गाइज हर संडे होता है, वेयर देयर इज स्कॉलरशिप अप फॉर ग्रैब्स. आप लोग प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शन पे स्कॉलरशिप जीत सकते हो. यूज द कोड रितु MBA एंड एनरोल सून. See you everyone. Use the code Ritu MBA and I'll see you soon. Bye bye guys. Take care. Don't forget to like the video. Take care everyone. Bye bye.